Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello and welcome to this bonus episode. I had done an amazing training inside of Workshop Secret for Coaches and it went on fire. Everybody was like, super valuable. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I thought to bring it to you guys so you guys can check it out, because why not? You are here. We've got over 18,000 listeners in this podcast. I'm like, oh my God, this is so exciting. So I wanted to bring it to you. This was an amazing, incredible training and everybody loved it. And I would love you to listen to it. And if you go, oh my gosh, this is too good, I want to have a look at the actual video inside of Workshop Secret for Coaches, go in. Even if you're not a coach, we actually have experts in there. We've got speakers, we've got lots of other businesses in there. So if you're an expert, let's do it. Let's do it. Join and come up and join the group. But if not, just listen here. This is for you. Enjoy. Hello, everybody. My name is Francesca Moi. I've been in business for now nearly 8 years. Oh my goodness. And when I first started, I was a life coach. I started as a life coach. I studied life coaching. I love the brain, love to understand how people behaviors work and what's stopping us from being the best version of ourselves. So love the brain. And so I started these amazing business as a life coach, and I didn't get much momentum the first 9 months. I literally had no clients whatsoever. And so I realized that I was a hobby owner, not a business owner. I was pretending to be on hobby in a business. I was going to networking events, I was doing all the doings, but I was not getting any clients. And I remember thinking that like this was so far away from me, like getting clients was so difficult and so impossible, and nobody was gonna invest in me and all of that. And eventually I realized that if I didn't want to go back to a job, I had to step up and I had to do something different. If we kept doing the same thing over and over and over again, I was never gonna get to where I am now with $1.5 million business. I've got staff members all over the world, and it's just been an incredible journey. So I wanted to share with you what happened. So after I started my life coaching business, then and I didn't make any money at all, then I changed the strategy. I started a Facebook group, I started a meetup group, I started to put events together, and honestly, no joke, 3 months later, I was making $5,000 a month and I was fully booked with clients one-on-one. I could not fit any more clients. And I did something super smart. I hired a virtual assistant on my first $2,500 month, honestly. And I remember that I went, okay, I'm all in, I'm going to do it, because I noticed that I couldn't keep up. And my biggest value is high 5-star service. I did not want to talk to someone and have a conversation with someone and then say, yeah, I'll send you an email with the summary of what we talked about, and I'll send you the recording, and I'll send you this, and I'll send you that, and then disappear for 2 days because I was packed with coaching classes and sessions, and I could not keep on my word. And I hated that. And I was already working 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So there was really not much left time. But I tried so hard to keep my word. And so I would stay up late at night to send those emails, to send those promises that I said on the call. And I said, this is not sustainable. And some people might say that I am a little bit fancy and I don't really love to work at 10 p.m. But who does, right? I'm like, why do I have to do that to serve and help and support my clients when then I get exhausted, and then the day after I cannot be the best coach that I could be if I had a really nice sleep? So I'm like, I need to let go. I need to delegate. I used to call myself a control freak. I literally was a control freak, and I had to hang on to everything and make sure that everything was done my way, and I didn't trust anybody to do it as good as I would. But that was not going to take me fast or further in the business. So the moment that I let go, and I hired a virtual assistant to help me do all the admin, all the customer service onboarding, all the emails for my clients, all the follow-ups, all my calendar. I couldn't even keep up on my calendar. So I had that thing called Calendly or Acuity at the time. I don't know what I was using. And it was never like, I could not stay on top of keeping it open. So people will double book themselves because my calendar was a mess. And people would like book when I was meant to be an event. And it was just like, and it would cause so much stress, so much anxiety. And I had to always problem solve because everything was going too fast and I couldn't keep up on it by myself. And so hiring a virtual assistant, what happened is that he created some breathing space. I was able to be more organized. I was able to start to create a process and a procedure so that I didn't have to react to the business. I had to just like take a step back and be able to focus on what I am really good at, right? So these are one of the things that I teach in my academy, in my agency. I help my clients really understand what are the priority tasks that you need to let go now because you are sinking. You are an entrepreneurship. You guys know that, S-H-I-P, entrepreneurship. You're on a boat, on a big ship, and if you don't, and slicking, and if you don't put some people to help you cover all the holes, you are gonna drown. This is gonna sink. It's gonna get down, and we don't want that, right? You don't want to burn out. You don't want to do any of those things. You just need to let go of control so that we can actually scale the business. And so that's what I did. I'm my first virtual assistant, and then after about 6 months, I got a second virtual assistant, and after literally another year, I got another one. And so from there on, I got a virtual assistant every year to really grow the business, to really help me focus on what I was good at. And so one of the biggest things that people ask me is like, what do you give all these virtual assistants? Okay, so my main strategy of lead, right, of to get leads into my business, to convert leads into clients, is organic marketing strategies. I have taught on my organic marketing strategy for the last 7 years. So after I created a successful life coaching business, then all the coaches in Brisbane would ask me, how did you do that? Can you teach me? What is your strategy? What do you do? What's happening, right? And so I started to move away from life coaching. I included life coaching inside of my sold out business academy, and I started to teach organic strategies to grow a business. And that was very successful. In 6 months, we got to a 6-figure business. And then in 3 years, we got to the $1 million business. That it was like such an amazing record. I was so happy that I got there. And then we went to 1.5. And then after COVID, it slowed down a little bit. And it was great for me to really go, what do I want next? Where do I want to go next? And this is why I've created a new agency, which is a virtual assistant agency. So we train in organic strategies, virtual assistants for our clients. So if you want to have a virtual assistant, you can hire from us. We are going to help you and support you through the journey to really get your virtual assistant to work in your business so that you can step away. You can go on holiday even, right? You can take a breather. You can work 4 days a week rather than 5 days a week. How much valuable would that be for your lifestyle, for your family, for everything you do, if you could just breathe and just take some time off? I mean, right? Sometimes we just keep going and going and going and going and going, and we forget that this is not why we started a business in the first place. We wanted the lifestyle, we wanted freedom. What happened to that? What happened to that? The reason why is because maybe you didn't take that next step of going away from being a solopreneur to now become a CEO. And when I had to do the transition from working by myself to now have a staff member, I had to change a lot of things, right? And change is not easy, and I understand that. And sometimes we get scared of, like, I used to have an agenda with my calendar. My calendar was physical, and I loved it. I used to write my tasks, and I used to write my appointments in there. And it was easy to, let's have a look when I can fit you in, or you're here, right? I loved it. And I felt special because I had this busy agenda on me. But that was never going to be able to serve my virtual assistant. She could not read that agenda because it was physical, right? So I had to learn how to use Google Calendar, which I didn't like. Trust me, I did not like it. And it took a while for me to adjust to that change. But guess what? It's priceless. Like, now I have a whole group of 11 people working for me, and they all have access to my calendar. They can see when I'm free. They can book an appointment with me. They can help me with appointment setting, right? They can do all of that because I let go of the one thing. So as a business owner, I want to ask you, business owner to business owner, come closer to the screen. I want to ask you, what is one thing that you know you're not letting go of, but you should? What is that one thing that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you can't let go of, and you keep doing it? And there is a part of you that even enjoy it, but you know that it's a waste of your time. There is so many times when I get to chat with you as business owner and I ask you, like, what do you do every day? There is tasks that I just go, you do that? No, you gotta pass that along. You can't waste 2 hours a day on admin. And they said, but Francesca, I was on the call and I talked to the client and then I summarized the call for them and I sent it to them in an email. And I said, train a virtual assistant to do that. They record the call, transcribe it, and then get a virtual assistant to transcribe it, and then from there create some dot points of what the summary is. And for the first maybe 2 months, 3 months, you can check them to make sure that it's all good, and then you can just let them send it. Let go. But Francesca, I'm the expert. I'm the only one that I can do that. Really? Listen, anything, any task, anything at all that you need to do more than once should have been delegated ages ago. Should have been delegated the time that you had to do it twice. The second time you do something, you gotta go, why am I doing this again? I should have passed that along. And literally we go from emails, follow-up emails, onboarding clients, literally everything and anything, like filling in a contact inside of your entrepreneur, inside of your database, sending a contract, right? Any task. And it's not like a task that you do, like, for example, sending a contract to a client is usually you do that once with a client, but you're doing that with every client. So it's a repetitive task that you can create a procedure behind and let someone do it. But it's only taking me 2 minutes, Francesca. I know, but 2 minutes there and 2 minutes here and 5 minutes there and 10 minutes there, it just adds up into hours. But also, it's not just that. For me, delegating is not about the time that it takes me to physically do that. It also, there's brain space. If I finish a call and I have to send an email after and I have to do this and I have to do that, it just takes me away. It takes me away from my zone of genius. It takes me away from what I'm really good at. Okay, so listen, everybody. What we're going to do now is how would it work for you if in your business you now will be able to do 1 video a week and your virtual assistant can repurpose that in 10 different pieces of content. How would that look like for you? How would that look like in your business? Would you be super excited, right? And this is what to do with a video, right? So how to repurpose 1 video in 10 different ways. This is what I'm going to teach you guys today, right here, right now. So what you want to do is that you want to record a value video, and you can record once a week. So what I do is that I put that inside of my calendar. Every single week, I have a recording time in my calendar. I like to do an hour of that every week. And I would like you guys to ask you, can you spare an hour a week, every week, so that your virtual assistant can transcribe all of that and create multiple pieces of content? Sorry about my dog. He's really excited about the 10 ways. Okay, so this is like literally, for me, it has been priceless. When I started to put some structure in place and create 1 hour of content every week. I would like you to tell me, is this doable for you to do between half an hour to an hour of content every week? Is this doable? Could you do that? In the hour, I don't just do this strategy. I do multiple strategies. I do short videos. I do inspiration videos. I write down. So I've got like a little notepad here. And when I talk to clients, I write down the things that they tell me. And then I do a quick video on those things. So that I'm actually speaking the language. For example, the other day, a client of mine said, Francesca, I'm at 10 o'clock at night and I'm still writing contracts. I'm still sending contracts to people. It's just crazy. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how many business owners are doing that? So I wrote it down. It's at 10 p.m. at night and you're still doing contracts? Listen, you got to stop that. So I literally did a video today with my phone and I put it up here and I recorded like a 30-second video to go, it's 10 o'clock at night. What are you doing still working? You shouldn't be working now. You should have delegated this task to someone else so you now could spend time with your family, relax, chill, and then pass that along. Do you guys see it? This is exactly what we need to start doing for your audience to really stop the scroll and feel like you're talking directly to them. Anyway, I'm diversing there. I want to show you the 10 ways. The 10 ways is going to be amazing for you to really change your business model forever and be able to do easy marketing rather than complicated marketing. So all I'm asking you here, you all said that it's doable for you to do a half an hour to an hour a week. Imagine if I just ask you for 10 minutes maximum. You do 10 minutes a week and you record value content. And for you, value content will be something that, again, either your clients say, either something that your clients start to, struggle with, the pain point, they want, whatever it is, just create a quick video for you to really teach content like I'm doing right now, right? And then also the other thing that you can do is if you are your coaches here, record your coaching sales call and spotlighting you, right? Spotlighting yourself so that you can repurpose that content. And I do that all the time. So I have these calls that I also record, and then what happens is that my team will go in and transcribe it. So then we have virtual assistants that we can find you that will transcribe weekly your video. And then from the transcription, then now I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do from that. But also the team to cut them into a 1 minute video for subtitles with subtitles for social media. So that 10 minutes now can be cut in multiple different mini videos for you to use for your socials. I mean, just this, right? If you can start to create some sort of structure around this and some consistency, because the problem with us business owners is that we're not consistent because we are reacting to the business. We have so many tasks that are coming at us that are so difficult for us to use to do that we just keep reacting to the business. We just keep doing, and we forget to work on the business. So this strategy that I'm just sharing with you, it's working on the business, right? Is be able to let go of doing all the things and juggling all these balls and keep the balls in the air as much as you can, and just breathe and be able to do one thing consistently every week. It will create a massive compound effect of result for you. You're going to be able to truly get your business, expand your business, because this organic strategy works only if you can keep it consistent. And the reason why you can't keep it consistent is because you don't have a team to help you stay accountable, to help you do the things, right, that you don't have time to do. Now, with the 1 minute video that your VA will have created from this 10-minute value content that you have recorded, now what they can do, they can go into all your socials and they can post something like that. I just finished recording a video on pain points, right? So I've just finished recording a video on how to stop working after 5 p.m., right? That could be something for my clients. This is going to be exclusive for my clients who want it. And you can just put that post out and about, and you can attach the teaser 1 minute video, right? So virtual assistant will watch that 10-minute first recording video that you've done. They're going to cut it up into 1 minute videos, and then they're going to attach that to this post. They will say, just finished recording a video. This is a teaser. If you like what you see in this 1 minute video, imagine the 10 minutes. Who wants it? Right? And you're going to get people to say, me. The more comments you get on that post, the more momentum you will get, the more people will see it, the more algorithm will kick in, and everything is going to be amazing, right? So make sure that you guys do that. Step number 2 is post the 1 minute video on all your socials, including your personal profile on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Now, this is something that is important. If you're a solopreneur, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be in all social media. It's hard enough to be active on one. So if you're a startup and you've never done business before, just focus on one platform and grow the following in that one platform. But if you've been around the block for a while and you know how to do business, you know how to get clients, you have mastered one of the platforms already, then it's time for you to get a virtual assistant to help you be everywhere, right? Step number 3 now, right? Once you have done, you share the video everywhere. Now you're going to start to share the video in your stories, obviously on Facebook and Instagram. And you want to also upload it in Crowd Pleaser. If you are a speaker, and you obviously are because you're here today, right? You're ready to expand, then Crowd Pleaser is a great place for you to find paid speaking gigs. And so this 1 minute video are going to help you to expand into paid speaking, which I know that a lot of us want, right? Which is really cool. And number 5 is putting this inside of YouTube Shorts. So this this is what you're going to do with your 1 minute video. But now we're going to talk about the full video. What do I do with the full video? Now, the full video is where I'm really excited about, because your team just transcribed that, right? So with the transcription, they can turn that into a blog. They can write different pieces of content. They can use it, right? So there's so many different things that your virtual assistant can do. I'm going to give you 5 simple ones right here. So your virtual assistant now has taken your video that you've done once a week. You do that one video from 3 to 10 minutes. And then once that video is done, then they're going to transcribe it and they're going to cut it up in 1 minute videos. But then with a big original video, what you can do is that you can, number one is create different content, like a podcast, like a transcription, like put it into a blog and all of that. Number 2, you can start to private message potential leads that you'll be having already conversations. So if you are using organic strategies, you obviously been having already conversations with people in your Facebook, in your Instagram, and having a talk with them, having a chat, and start to build trust. You're not going there to sell, but you're there to give, right? So you can say, hey, the other day you were telling me that you had this one problem. I just recorded a video on that. Would you like it? You're not selling anything. You're just adding value. And they will say, yeah, please. And so you're going to send to them now a 10-minute video where you're giving so much value that will help for them to tick boxes, for them to want more. So these are some of the things that we truly want you to remember. If it's just you, it's a lot of work. But when you start to have a virtual assistant and they can take over that load and they can follow this strategy and really share your video everywhere, magic happens. Literally, magic happens. Number 3, convert this video inside of your podcast. So they're going to take the audio out of that and you're going to just put in your podcast. I usually just record a quick intro and outro and boom, that goes to my podcast as well. So my audience start to consume the content, love what they hear. They will talk to me when they're ready to expand, when they're ready to get the virtual assistant, when they're ready to learn organic marketing strategy for me. So as you guys know, we have the academy and we have the agency. So the academy is called the Sold Out Business Academy. So we teach you how to be sold out by using organic marketing strategies. And this is one of them. And then the agency is where we help you to find, and we train for you in these strategies, a virtual assistant to be able to take all the admin and marketing from you so that you can scale the business even faster rather than do all of the things, right? Which is really cool. Virtual assistant are just next level amazing. Now, the 4th thing that you want to do, you want to get your virtual assistant to create a 1-pager landing page where you're going to have obviously the title of this video, the video inside, so the 10 full minute video in there, and then a little description, and then a call to action, book a call. So this landing page works so well for me when I've got leads that are new and I don't know them very well, and I can send them there. It looks professional. It's way better than sending a video on YouTube, right? And I love that. So that's another thing that my team does with it. And then last but not least, we put it on side of YouTube as well as a regular video. So I'm building up the subscription on my YouTube as well because there is value everywhere. You guys, listen, virtual assistants did save your life, literally. I know, and they do save all my clients' lives as well. So I will love you guys to remember, if you're ready to scale your business, we have a masterclass happening in literally a week. And it's going to be so good to have you guys there. If you want to join us, I'm going to give you another present. So inside of the when you join us, you get one of my ebooks just for registering, and there is an opportunity to get more things if you decide to. So you can see your virtual assistant checklist. So for you to understand, are you ready to hire a virtual assistant now, or should you wait? That is a checklist that I've created, and you get access to that when you join us at the masterclass. So the masterclass is to show you how to double your business for you by hiring a virtual assistant. Lots of my clients have done that. It has been priceless for them to grow the business. So this masterclass is going to be 90 minutes because I know how everybody is super busy. So if you enjoy what I was teaching today, you definitely want to be part of this masterclass, how to double your business with the help of a virtual assistant. Now, in all of that, I also want to tell you something. We have a special at the moment that you can get a virtual assistant for free for a week. We're going to get one of our virtual assistants to work in your business for 10 hours to show you how amazing virtual assistants are and how priceless they are. So there's nothing for you to lose, and you need to come to the masterclass to get that bonus though. So yeah, I'm going to see you inside of the masterclass live in there for you to know that you can get a chance to get a free virtual assistant. So I just give you a little secret that nobody else knows, right? So thank you so much, everybody. I'm here to genuinely wanted to help as many of you as possible, because I have been there. I was a solopreneur and I was trying to do it all, and it was so difficult. I didn't have organic strategy to grow my business. I didn't have someone to help me and support me. And so I had to go and find it all myself, and it wasn't easy. The first 10 virtual assistants that I hired didn't work out. So I had to learn what I was doing wrong for everybody to quit on me. It was difficult. It wasn't easy. And so inside of the agency, when you do get a virtual assistant through our agency, there is an onboarding course where I teach you exactly what you need to do for you and your virtual assistant to work long-term together. We don't just want you to work with a virtual assistant for 2 days and then, split ways, because it's painful. We want you to work long-term together, and we'll give you all the tools for you to do that. So I'm very excited to help you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bye.
Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.